What's good, y'all? Mikey T, the movie star here. We just got a breaking update in the King Von case. What's going on, everyone? Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. It's your boy Mikey T, the movie star here with an exclusive update on the case. So an arrest was made in the case of King Von. What's going on, Mr. McKinney, Big O, Tarsha? What's popping, everyone? I wanted to jump on live tonight because I actually just released my full exclusive interview with Millie's, Massachusetts rapper, Millie's. That's out right now. But as the live was going on, I started reading reports. That an arrest has been made in the case of King Von. Zide Digital, Darrell, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I appreciate everybody tapping in right now. Illmatic, Massachusetts in the building right now. I guess you were just in tune with the exclusive Millie's interview that I had just dropped. Appreciate you for tapping in. We got to talk about King Von. Obviously, everybody knows King Von is the talk of the town right now because of what happened. Tragedy has struck Chicago once again with King Von being taken from us, you guys. Tyrone, I just wanted to come on here and give an update. The chat's filling up right now. I appreciate everybody tuning in. One and Done in the building. Roderick Shiver, Durham, North Carolina in here. Guys, we got to speak about King Von because an arrest has been made. Thank God. You know what I mean? A lot of times people say you don't want to see somebody in jail, but when you take away a celebrity, when you take away a man, more than a celebrity, you guys, when you take away a guy like King Von, it's just wrong. It's wrong what's happened. And we got to spread the word about this. You know what I mean? Because King Von was a young rising artist who showed everybody out there that the sky was the limit. You know what I mean? In the words of B.I.G., King Von was really heading up. Quando, yeah, Randy, you're right. Ooey Magazine in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in tonight. Randy Francis, Albert Daniels, New Orleans in here. The Dog Pound Bully, New York up in here. Lance Stone, appreciate you for tapping in, guys. I'm about to read an exclusive report. Right now. This was actually 11 Alive. I was reading about this on a lot of websites are reporting on this, though, right now. This is the biggest story. Fly Prolific, appreciate you for tuning in. This is the biggest story right now. Apparently, an arrest has been made, and there is somebody actually in custody right now for what has happened. So an arrest has been made in the shooting of rapper King Von. A man by the name of Timothy Leaks is one of the multiple arrests, but the only one that is currently charged with the rapper's death outside of a downtown Atlanta lounge. Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. We're just getting into the exclusive. We're just getting started. You guys didn't miss anything. I know a lot of people tuning in are just reading this breaking story that's really just hitting on all the sites right now. Sydney Hill, thanks for tuning in. It really is a messed up situation. I know a lot of you have seen the security footage that dropped. First there was security footage that was kind of blurry, but then earlier I seen the footage that dropped, and it was pretty clear. You could really see what was happening in that footage. Muggs Bay, I appreciate you tuning in. Eric Austin up in here tonight. I guess Philly's in the building. That's what's up. Highs for the lows. What up? Pottstown, PA in the building. Appreciate you tapping in, man. This is a very serious topic. Obviously, we've got to touch on it tonight. Because yesterday I jumped on the internet when I had heard the report of what happened to King Von, because I know a lot of you out there have been following the channel, and we've been doing reports on King Von for quite some time now. We've been doing reports on King Von and Little Durk, and even we've been messing with the whole FBG Duck situation and that story. You know what I mean? Chicago has a tremendous amount of talent. You know what I mean? And for this to happen, like, how close is these two situations? How close are these two situations to each other? You know what I mean? It's not even within a few months. It's within a few months of happening. You know what I mean? And it's just really ridiculous. Louis Peasy, I appreciate you tapping in. Twiz Mac, R.I.P. King Von. The fewer, R.I.P. King Von, no cap. Man. Illmatic D2. On my kids, I was just riding and bumping pressing Basada Baby featuring King Von when I got the notification. Yeah, King Von has some amazing music, you know. He has some amazing music that really showed what type of artist he was in that quick of time. You know, listening to his music just today, you listen to somebody's music so much different. You know what I mean? Just the day after the serious situation like this happens to him, and you hear different elements of the music. You know what I mean? Different things of the music that, you know what I mean, that you really never heard in that same way before. OTF family, mad love to the OTF family. That's right. Mad love goes out to Little Dirk. I know this has got to be a rough time. Little Dirk actually posted on his Instagram. He said, "My twin is gone." He said, "My twin is gone." These two really, you could see the connection that they had on the internet just from the videos, from the live streams, from witnessing them together at a show even. You know what I'm saying, you guys? Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. Let's get into this report that I was reading on 11 Alive. Anybody in here? Anybody in here that's not following me on Instagram, I want you guys to follow me right now. It's Mikey T _ the movie star. Everybody who follows me based on this video, I'm going to follow you guys back immediately. It's never no Hollywood type stuff like that on my end, you guys. I'm always one to, you know, interact with the people on the internet. But yeah, let's get into this exclusive story. I just wanted to get this live going tonight. King Von, rest in peace. Anthony Walker says, T. Jones. T. Jones, I appreciate you tuning into the content. We got 200 people in here right now. Guys, this is a very serious situation. I'm about to read this official report that was on 11 Alive. So Atlanta says, Atlanta police say a man receiving treatment at Grady Hospital is now facing a charge of felony murder in the death of Chicago rapper King Von. Police said on Saturday afternoon that the 22-year-old Timothy Leaks was hospitalized due to a gunshot wound, but is already considered to be in police custody. So yeah, guys, I'm reading this right now. That's right, Lewis. People are crazy. Jasper says condolences. I'm reading this report right now from 11 Alive. It's 11alive.com, you guys. The arrest follows the shooting of Vaughn and two others on Friday morning. According to Atlanta police, off-duty officers were working on extra JO at Monaco Hookah Lounge, located at 255 Trinity Ave, when the incident occurred. So there was a couple off-duty officers that they were working an extra gig. So that's where this whole thing comes in, of people saying that there were off-duty police officers there. So King Von was doing a little show at this hookah lounge, which really oddly, guys, this reminds me of Chinks in a way, because Chinks had actually done a show at a hookah lounge. So King Von did the show at the hookah lounge, and there was actually a couple off-duty cops there that were working security. All right, let's get Jefferson out of here. We ain't talking all that negative talk on here. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We got 300 people in here right now. Share this video to all of your friends, you guys. This is Mikey T, the movie star. If you're just getting in tune with the content, I do a lot of video interviews. Right now, I got some interviews out with actually Cassidy and Kid Kid. If you're in tune with the movement, stay in tune with it. If you're just getting in tune with it, jump on. We're talking about King Von. King Von is a dope rapper from King Von is a dope rapper from Chicago. We actually had him out to Connecticut a few times at my partner's spot called the Lotus Lounge, now renamed the 444 Lounge in Connecticut, West Haven. We actually had King Von out with Little Dirk, and King Von took on so much of a presence. He took on so much of a presence of his own. We actually brought King Von back to Connecticut to perform for a second time. Did I ever reach out to Fifth for an interview? RIP to King Von. Allen said, my deepest condolences to the family of King Von. Even though he had a past, he did not. Yeah, deepest condolences to the family of King Von. You know what I mean? Everybody that is affected by this, my condolences go out to, because this is a major tragedy. This is a major tragedy, not only to Chicago, but this is a tragedy to hip hop. You know what I mean? Everyone out there, there's a lot of people out there losing their favorite rapper right now. There's a lot of people out there losing a loved one, because a guy like King Von, he really came in and he shaped the game. You know what I mean? King Von came and he changed so many people's lives with the way that he was rapping. You could see that on some of those Icebox episodes that he did. You know what I mean? King Von was really shaping his section of town. Do you have an email? Yo, Willie, you guys can follow me on Instagram. I want everyone that's watching this to follow me on Instagram at Mikey T, the movie star. Everyone that's watching, I'll follow you back. If you want to get in tune with me to actually send me some of your music, or if you want to jump on the channel to do an exclusive interview, follow me on Instagram. It's Mikey T on the gram, y'all. Follow me right there. I'll follow you guys back immediately. Everybody, though, I want you to tap in with this magazine that I'm messing with right now. It's OOE Magazine. The first 20 people that tap in with OOE Magazine, that's right. If you tap in with OOE Magazine right now, all you have to do is send them a DM them on Instagram, and you're going to get a free magazine right now. The first 20 people based on this live. OOE Magazine is a dope-ass magazine. It's actually available in the jails as well. Jasper Cooper, Save Hip Hop. Listen, Curtis Blow said, clap your hands. Streets, it's not over. You're damn right it's not over. It's not over, because Little Durk is going to continue to carry it. Little Durk is going to continue to carry it, you guys. Bro, you can't. Shop Talk must be talking to somebody in the chat. Let's get back into this report, though. They said that there were two groups of men who started to argue with each other outside of the lounge, and the disagreement quickly led to gunfire between the two groups. One of the off-duty officers and an off-duty office, one of the off-duty officers and an off-duty office who was in the area both confronted the gunmen, resulting in more gunfire. Police said that they found 3 suspects with gunshot wounds who were taken to an area hospital for treatment soon after. Police said 3 other suspects left and were taken to the hospital by private vehicle. Only 2 were detained at the scene, but police said charges are already pending against them, with more expected. So far, police have only announced that Timothy Leaks has actually been charged officially with murder. That's very interesting, you guys, to read it out like that. A couple people were taken to the hospital actually on the scene, and then a couple people fled the scene and actually made their way to the hospital on their own. I wonder if that was Timothy Leaks, the guy who is being charged right now. I'm wondering if Timothy Leaks escaped with his posse, and they're probably talking about that car. You guys know what I'm talking about? The white car that zoomed out of there like ASAP. It got out of there. They probably took their homie to the hospital that time. OOE TV HD on YouTube as well. If you guys want to tap in with OOE Magazine on YouTube. That's right. OOE Magazine says, everybody tap in with OOE Magazine. Hit up OOE Magazine on Instagram and follow their page. Then DM your email address, and we will send you a free digital copy of the magazine. OOE Magazine is available as a print, also digital. Every single person in this chat, there's 300 people in here. Every single person that DMs OOE Magazine, you're going to get a free digital copy of the magazine. Instagram is right there, you guys. Tap in. NBA Youngboy. Salute to NBA Youngboy. I was literally just about to do that whole story about King Von speaking on NBA Youngboy, you guys. I was literally just about to jump and do a video because King Von was clearing up all the dissension that he had with NBA Youngboy. Like, King Von got onto the scene. He was a little bit rough, you guys. You know, a lot of people know. They say it. We respect King Von. We know he had a past. You know what I mean? Everybody out there has a past. All of us have a past, you guys. But it's all about what you make of your future. You know what I'm saying? King Von had really started to reevaluate the way he lived his life. You saw the things that he was doing, the lives that he was changing, the life that he was taking on. You know what I mean? It just sucks that he had to get caught up like this out of nowhere. think to yourself, you wish, like, why couldn't he have been somewhere else? Why couldn't he have been doing something else, been with somebody else? You think to anything else. You know what I mean? You acting like, oh, yo, all right, no clout. I'm not giving out no clout in this chat, you guys. They're just getting kicked out. You know what I mean? I'm not giving out no clout in this chat because I see what people have been doing recently. If I go at them on the chat, they'll take it and they'll make it into their own video. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm here giving respect to King Von. King Von was an artist that came into the game, and we all know that GBE, the Glory Boys, OTF, Little Reese, and all them, they've tried to put on many different artists. A lot of them wouldn't break. King Von has blown. He blew up. You know what I mean? King Von blew up. He snatched the hearts of many people out there, not just women. You know what I mean? Even though a lot of the women were loving that gangster music too. He had a lot of the people I saw at the club, the nightclub that we were at together. Like I saw at the Lotus Lounge, like the presence that he had on stage. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe it, to be 100% honest with all you guys. Hit that like button, y'all. We only got 30 likes in here. We got 300 people. Hit that like button, you guys. Yeah, I can't comment on that, man. You know what I mean? This is like Monday. R.I.P. to the fallen. Street said Chicago is different. They will get back for Vaughn and it won't stop. Yeah, I'm not trying to speak on the violence of the whole situation, man. I'm not trying to really speak on any terms of retaliation or anything like that. That's not what I'm not trying to jump on this live and stir the pot. I'm really just trying to jump on here and remember Vaughn for the person that he was, and I'm trying to report the story. Police ultimately, 3 of the people shot had died and 3 others were still receiving treatment. Police later said that Devon Bennett, known as King Von in the music world, was among these killed. Police said Leake's arrest closed the homicide investigation into Bennett's death. Since the shooting, police have called the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to handle the case. Atlanta police have also said that part of the investigation will include determining which people were struck by gunfire from suspects and whether any were hit by officer fire. That's right, you guys. That's a very big thing in this, I guess. You know what I mean? Obviously, I wasn't going to come on here saying anything like that or making any crazy headlines. But in a lot of cases, the police get thrown under the bus in this. In a lot of cases, if you have somebody like an off-duty officer in a situation like this, sometimes they think that they are the ones who are in total control. But you know what I mean? I really don't know what happened in that situation, so I'm not going to put the blame on anybody. But right now, there's actually been a charge made to a guy named Timothy Leaks. There's been a charge made in this case, and so it looks like King Von's death is not going to go unavenged. The tape was released. Yeah, there was a tape released first. At first, they released a tape that was kind of grainy. You know what I mean? The first tape that they released was actually kind of grainy, you guys. But then the second tape that they released, you could clearly see what was going on. Young, by the way, says, damn, they took a major L that night. Yeah, that's a big fact. That's a major L, a major blow to what's happening right now, just because I don't think anybody thought that King Von was actually going to come out and do the numbers that he did. I don't think many people thought that King Von was going to come out and start captivating audiences. And, before what's going on right now, King Von did have shows. King Von was doing shows, you guys. Jimmy, you can go check it out on World Star, I would say. I think that's where I watched it. Yo, Willie Wise Guy. It's Mikey T _ the movie star. Pretty simple to find me on the gram. Jimmy Zab, appreciate you, man. Boo Babe, appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you for tuning in. So King Von's family and team described the upcoming recording artist as one to watch for And as Complex reported in October, he had just shared his new album, Welcome to O Block, featuring collabs with Lil Durk, Polo G, and Fabio Foreign. Another interesting feature actually on King Von's album was Moneybagg Yo. He really, he was really making dope music, and he was attracting the attention of artists that, people didn't expect him to actually get the attention of. The Real Truth, Mikey, appreciate you, boo babe. It really is sad, self savior. I appreciate you for tapping in tonight. RIP to Louie and Slutty O Block, the other two that died. Yeah, I did read that report on Death of the Clout Chaser. Salute to my brother at Death of the Clout Chaser. We got to get back on that joint Ops podcast with me and the homie from Death of the Clout Chaser. Streets, dead ass. How I make money on this. Mikey T is the GOAT, the Joe Brogan. Brogan was popping, kid. Nobody is more RIP to Pop Smoke. Yeah, my boy just hit me about this morning. He's like, Pop Smoke and King Von. You know what I mean? We were just talking about how inspirational both of them were to the culture. Von was so big in Chicago. Mr. 999. Yeah, he was so big in Chicago that he really just started taking over like the rest of the country too. You know what I mean? From New York to Connecticut to Massachusetts to California, like his name really started spreading. CD's not selling no more. Well, I hate to disagree with you, man, because King Von actually sold 27,000 units. King Von actually came out and sold some units. So I want to jump into another article from the New York Times, actually. The New York Times actually reported on this. That shows you how big King Von, like I was just saying, you guys, like King Von was more than just a Chicago rapper that was loved in Chicago. RIP King Von, FBG Duck, and all the fallen Chicago artists. That's right, Joe Brogan. Mr. 999 says we all saw what happened after Newski. Same thing is going to happen. OTF is out for blood. They'll do anything for it right about now. I don't know if I'm going to agree with that, man. I don't know if I'm going to agree with that. We still haven't seen Ducks. Wow. Yeah, prolific. Yeah, Louis Peasy, you know what to do, man. You know how to handle it. I appreciate everybody tapping into the live tonight. I just felt like it was necessary to come on here with everybody reporting what's happened and all the outcomes and all the outpour of support that King Von is getting right now. Lil Durk has come online, only said a few words, you know what I mean? But I don't expect him to drop a major statement right now. Like, this has got to be breaking him up inside. Gilly the Kid, who apparently King Von is on the upcoming episode of $1 Million Worth of Game. Gilly the Kid actually put out a pretty lengthy statement on King Von. And, Gilly actually has been an open supporter of the Chicago music scene, between supporting Lil Durk, supporting G Herbo. And I respect the hell out of Gilly for that. I had to text him and let him know, you know what I mean, that when I watched his video, he actually changed my life, you guys. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be running around acting all crazy anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be running around acting all crazy anymore, like I can't get touched. You know what I mean? Watching this happen to King Von, who's 26 years old, you guys. You know what I mean? 50 Cent said, if I ain't rich by 26, I'll be dead or in jail. You know what I mean? King Von was rich, and still he couldn't get away from it. It's ridiculous. Okay, hold on. Let me get a few people out of here real quick. You know what I do? People is polluting the chats. We can't have that up. Focused Up Network, appreciate you tapping in. Everybody in here, guys, I'd appreciate it if anybody would help the development of the channel. I accept donations by Cash App Mikey T Movie. If you want to support the channel, just know it'll go to the continued growth of this channel and making sure that I continue doing new videos, that I continue putting out new content on a daily basis. You guys, appreciate anybody who supports the channel. It doesn't matter how big or how little the donation is. Yeah, I got you on that moderator tip, man. But the Cash App, guys, in case anybody missed it, it's Cash App Mikey T Movie. If you want to donate to the channel, I'd appreciate it. You know what I mean? Just keep it real. Keep it real with me like I keep it real with you, you guys. But yeah, Focused Up Network, I got you. I got you as a moderator. For Carrot, Self Savior. Yeah, I got PayPal as well. If anybody uses PayPal, it's my email, upnorthwave@gmail. PayPal donations by upnorthwave@gmail.com. Again, I appreciate anybody who donates to the channel. It doesn't matter how big or how small the donation is. Bizzle Bone says, that lifestyle's not pays to take your growth. He said something along those lines. I think he's trying to say that lifestyle doesn't, it takes away from your growth as a human. He's right in that regard, if that's what he was trying to say. Xavier. Oh my God, Xavier. Get at Xavier. Don't worry. You never have to come on this channel again or comment on this channel again, like on the real. You know what I mean? Like, he must not. OTF. Marcy, appreciate you for tapping into this video tonight. Pele Square, the guy on the ground lit him up. Damn, some people be keeping it too real on these comments. I'm going to have to stop reading every single comment because Mikey T, I had to like watch the video and pause it a few times. Yo, Joe Brogan, didn't you see I actually put up a video? King Erner, Arab wants to dead the whole situation with King Erner. Arab wants my situation with King Erner squashed. You guys can all go check that video out. Arab spoke on King Erner. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's it's one of the last videos before this. Arab actually wants the beef with King Erner squashed. So if you want to check that out, you guys can tap in with that. Vaughn was moving like he was a regular dude. You can't be kicking into no clubs when you King Vaughn from Chicago. T Slay, you know, I actually mentioned that in a few videos back. Like a few months ago, because King Vaughn actually just got himself caught up in a pretty crazy situation with Little Dirk. And I'm actually, if I'm honest with you guys, I'm not even sure if they were done with that situation. Peasy, do you know? I don't know. Was Dirk and Vaughn even done with the situation that they got involved with when another dude tried to run up on them and allegedly got clapped? Like, Vaughn was at a point where he blew up so quick that he didn't get the proper security. You know what I mean? It's like this guy went from having literally probably like getting nothing for a verse to getting 3,000 for a verse to getting 10,000 for a show. Like, he really went up the ladder pretty quickly. And when you do that, you don't really security up like that. And that's what I think his issue was. He didn't have the proper security because he wasn't ready for it. Like, he wasn't ready for all the fame that he got. The fame kind of got King Vaughn pretty quickly. Steeler Flant, O Block 100. Yo, T-Slay, what were you talking about? What only source of income? Yeah, clubs is how King Vaughn got paid. Features is how King Vaughn got paid. Single sales is how King Vaughn got paid. Streams is how King Vaughn got paid. Album sales is how King Vaughn got paid. The man just moved 20 plus thousand units for the Welcome to O Block album. You know what I mean? And don't think when he's featuring on Little Dirk's album that he's not getting paid for that. He's setting up publishing. You know what I mean? He's setting up all types of avenues for him to get paid, you guys. Joe Gambino in the building said hip hop took a major L in 2020. Pop, Duck, Vaughn, and the year's not even over. Yeah, yo, that's a good point, man. Queen P, appreciate you for tuning in. These cats need to love like the Bozes are the J Prince, the boy like president. More ice. I don't know what you said, but thank you for tuning in. Pele Square, 5 people. Yeah, I was just actually reading one of the reports about it. It was a pretty serious scene. Actually, I think most of you guys saw in the video. Tell me in the chat, did you guys see in the video that actually the white car had peeled off? Like it looked like somebody jumped in the white car, and then that white car, it was like a SUV type car, it peeled off. Yeah, Rob Dollar, listening to King Von, it was like listening to like a new rapper, a fresh rapper. King Von had just got out of jail and he had been practicing this new flow that like it's like, like if a rapper like tries to come on too hard with a flow, it's going to come off crazy. It's going to come off kind of corny, but the way that King Von came off with that sing-songy flow, everyone just fell in love with it. Yeah, you seen that Prolific? Yeah, I seen that white whip pull off. Like, is that the people that escorted themselves? They say in the report that I was reading that they escorted themselves privately to the hospital. Tap in though, guys. It's Report Card Radio. You already know. If you got Report Card Radio is the place to be, man. If you're talking about hip hop, man. If we're talking hip hop, it's Report Card Radio. Anybody trying to diss that? What's that say? Okay. I seen him on interview. I liked his personality. Yeah, King Von definitely wasn't afraid to talk. You know what I mean? Dub City HDJ, appreciate you, man. He says, salute Mikey T. You a real one. Fly Prolific. Trigger Happy TV in the building. Appreciate you for tapping in. Yo, everybody in here that's not following me on the gram, I want you guys to follow me right now. Every single person in here that's not following me, that follows me, I'm going to follow you guys back. I'm going to follow every single person back that follows me on the gram right now, you guys. Right now. Not in like an hour. Not in like an hour after you go back and watch all my content. Like right now. Nah, Smurf doesn't really mess with me right now. Focused Up Network. Smurf doesn't really mess with me right now. Mikey T, why does King Earner turn his comments off? I don't know, CJ, but I want you to go check out the video that I just released. Arab says he wants the issues with me and King Earner over. So at this point, I'm leaving that in the past. You know what I mean? I'm going to let King Earner do his thing. King Earner is going to keep on living and doing his thing in his righteous way. You know what I mean? Snatching the honor, giving the honor out, and I'm going to keep doing my thing. CJ, will do, soldier. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, Focused Up Network. You know what I mean? I can't let another man shape what I'm doing out here. You know what I mean? Like I got a lot of love for Smurf. I got so much love for Smurf that I still got love for the man. Even after he called me a culture vulture over $50. But now we got 300 people in here, and now everyone's hearing about my issues with Bangum Smurf. But that's a topic for another video, you guys. What's my thoughts on the election? It looks like Joe Biden has the election wrapped up. You know what I mean? It was looking pretty much like it was going to be set on Nevada. Like it looked like Nevada was going to be the determining factor. But then when Biden took Pennsylvania and he started taking Georgia, it was like really a wrap. Ooey TV was popping. Ooey TV, Ooey Magazine, Non-Stop Connections. Get Oskino back. Yeah, it'd be dope to have Oskino back on the channel. But Oskino's really doing his own thing right now. Christopher Matthews. Yep. High for the lows. PA, Dub City. Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Everybody in here, follow me on Instagram. Mikey T, the movie star. I'm putting it right there, right in the chat. So all you literally got to do is click on the link to follow me, you guys. Follow me. I'm going to follow you back as well. WG says Smurf messed up. Since you stopped supporting him, I haven't heard much from him. Yeah, that's facts. Yo, Big Junior, appreciate you tapping in. Vaughn to the Mon. Aiden Johnson, we told your punk ass about reporting hip hop. Ha! Aiden, get out of my chat. Actually, now we'll never have to hear another thing from him again. Macatari in the building, man. What's popping, bro? What's the next move? I know you got that music video coming for Fly Away, right, my G? Oh, Moon? He said Moon. My bad, brother. Yo, Uptown New Orleans in the building, 313. Did you see my exclusive interview with Kid Kid? Is that why you're in the building? You saw my interview with Kid Kid? Said Mo, Ab was actually in a major incident. But more on that later. Oh, yo, Lewis, my bad, man. Apparently CT does have a curfew. They're gonna stop drinking at 10 o'clock now. But yeah, I'm about to ask y'all, what do y'all want to talk about? Anybody in the chat right now, just hit me with a question. We could talk about anything right now, you guys. S-Blade. All right, tell S-Blade to hit me on that joint. That's crazy peasy. Actually, this girl from Mass actually told me that. That's what's up, Mac. That's what's up. Keep grinding, my brother. Keep grinding. Obviously, I mean, we got a lot of reaction for that joint, man. Like, we got like what, 50, 60, 70 comments? Woo! That Fly Away joint went crazy. Guys, I appreciate everybody tapping into this live tonight, though, man. We're getting it lit tonight. No, I'm not the Kung Fu guy. No. I'm Mikey T, the Calvin Klein guy. I'm the Calvin Klein guy. I'm the hip hop interview guy. I do the best interviews on the net. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, let me just get homie out of here. My bad. Carl Lover. Carl Over. I didn't see what you asked, man. Happy belated birthday to the God Prodigy for sure. R.I.P. to Prodigy. One and done. That's right. New interview with Millie's just went out. If anybody didn't see that, I want you guys to go check out my exclusive interviews with Millie as well. Donnell Green, I followed you. You should do an interview on my boy Pop Tracks. Yo, Donnell, tell Pop Tracks that Mikey T is definitely gonna do that interview. Pop Tracks is my homie. I got a drop on a he from Tennessee. R.I.P. to King Vaughn. Do you think it was self-defense? I can't really comment on that. Did King Von do anything with anyone else besides Sim Santana? King Von did a lot of work, man, especially on his new album. He saved a lot of the features for his new album between Moneybag Yo, you know what I mean? Fabio Foreign. Any word on Max B? You know Max B's honor is still always with him, man. Max B will be home within a few years. Fly Prolific. Vaughn was not set up, my man Fly Prolific says. He posted where he was going to be, and his ops showed up to harm him. Damn, that's crazy. Louis Peasy, you got to have Millies in the CT club. I'd pull up. Yeah, man, as soon as actually this whole thing gets over with and my man can actually start doing his club nights, the 444 Lounge is definitely going to be the spot to be at. Ooey TV HD on YouTube. That's Ooey Magazine, you guys. A lot of the gun violence is committed by those who have not ever been to prison or too young to understand the severity of the situation once they get behind bars when it's too late in most cases. Then it's too late in most cases. Free the Wave God. That's Max B. Vaughn's album is fire, said Mo says. Yeah, I mean, it really shows because of the fact that he actually sold a serious amount of units in his first week. You know what I mean? And he didn't need to jeopardize himself. He didn't need to strain his, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the time you'll see an artist come out with an R&B single. Let's be honest, Lil Durk's first single was actually with Jeremiah. Remember, guys? Like Me? Yeah. Janetti. All right. You guys want the J.R. Writer story? You want the J.R. Writer story? Global Star Remo, my brother in the building. All right. If you guys want the J.R. Writer story, I want 105 likes. We got 91 likes. If you guys want this story about how J.R. Writer pulled some shiesty business, I want 105 likes, you guys. We got 92. Let's get 105. Top Notch Nation in the building. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. It's your boy Mikey T, the movie star. You know, I'm gonna stay with them hot exclusives. You're not gonna deny me on that. All right. Vaughn was a hell of a rapper. He was fire. That's 100% facts. Vaughn was a hell of a rapper. He was fire. All right. All right. You guys want the J.R. Writer story? Can I do it pre-recorded? Can I do a pre-recorded joint and drop it tomorrow? Or do you guys want it right now? Can I do a pre-recorded and drop it tomorrow? You guys, we're supposed to be talking about King Von. This live is in the memory of King Von tonight, you guys. Oh, Mr. 999, my bad, man. Thoughts on Juice WRLD? Are you kidding me? Now that you said that, as soon as I get off this live, I'm going to listen to Juice WRLD's song, that song that I love like 5 times in a row, and just start smoking hella weed to it. I'm just going to smoke like 2 blunts and just jam out the Juice WRLD for like 15 minutes. All right, you guys want the J.R. Writer story? You guys are wild. You guys are wild. Macatari, R.I.P. to King Von. Short story, then back to Von, Fly Prolific says. It's actually kind of a 2-part story, you guys, with J.R. Writer. It's actually kind of a 2-part story with J.R. Writer because, you know, at first, J.R. Writer and me, we made a connection because I had a club promoter in Connecticut who had wanted to use some of my contacts and bring them out to Connecticut, right? So we had booked J.R. Writer for like a rack, 1,000, something like 750, something like that to come out to Connecticut, right? So J.R. Writer was going to come out to Connecticut, and then the day of the show, J.R. Writer calls the promoter. J.R. Writer calls the promoter, and he's like, hey, what's good, man? I'm actually going to need $80 to gas up our cars. Are you serious? You're going to call up 2 hours before a show. J.R. Writer called us literally 2 hours before the show in Connecticut. And the club promoter could vouch for this because they had to, and I don't think Cash App was around. Cash App was definitely not around back then. So we had to send this bum, J.R. Writer, $80 just so he would come to the show that he was already paid for. And that's only the first part of the story, you guys, because I actually kept a relationship with J.R. Writer after that. Why, you might ask? Because I wasn't actually in Connecticut at this time. I wasn't in Connecticut at this time. Compton, California in the building. Appreciate that. Damn, he's J.R. Writer though. Yeah, he's J.R. Writer though. So why does he have to call for $80 to fill up 2 cars? I guess it was to put $40 in each car, but that's mad whack. So I was actually living in Florida at the time. So this must have been in 2012 or 2011. I highly doubt it was 2013. Yeah, I'm in Connecticut. But at this point I was in Florida. So the promoter was like, yo, he's asking me for $40, $80 more. So we got put into a position. So what were we going to do? We sent J.R. Writer the extra $80. But that's not it, you guys. I kept a relationship with him because I'm not the type of guy who just starts dissing every single rapper that I work with. That's not my MO. You know what I mean? Not my MO to be dissing rappers that I've worked with in the past. So later on, I'm not going to get into this part of the story. We'll save it for another day. But I was going to buy a verse from J.R. Writer, from an artist that I was working with. I mean, guys, right? J.R. Writer, like you said it, Peasy. I think you said it, Peasy, right? It's J.R. Writer, though, right? The guy who had a feature with Lil Wayne. Dipset artist, but he bricked with a feature from Lil Wayne. You got to be kidding me right now. You seriously got to be kidding me. JR needed 80. Yes, JR needed $80. Any new Dipset coming? Yo, Terrell, yeah, you know, I actually just did a major exclusive interview with Sen City. Part 1 is up right now if you want to go check that out. Top Notch Nation said you wouldn't expect that of someone from his status. Yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? You're absolutely right. Like I had just started working with J.R. Ryder, and I brought him like a rack or whatever it was. It might have been 15. It might have been low as 750 though. Don't don't quote me on that. It was between 750 and 1500 for the appearance. It wasn't an actual show. It was just an appearance. We are gonna lace him up with some bottles. Then night of the joint, he hits us up. Yo, I need $80 to fill up the V's. Literally, that's what he said. I remember the words. You can't tell me I don't. We need $80 to fill up the V's. You got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. To fill up the V's. Yo, El Plaga, I appreciate you for tuning in. Big up, big up. Nah, I wouldn't have expected that from J.R. Ryder. I was really disappointed in it. But you know what? I wasn't going to jump on the internet and expose him over it. That's not what I do. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to jump on the internet and expose him over it. I was going to let it be. But stay tuned because maybe in the next live video, I'll actually tell you the story of what actually made me put all of this online. Yeah, Lewis, he did show up. He did show up. From Maryland, we got respect from Mikey T. Much love from the DMV, Mikey. CJ, that's love, man. DMV. I've actually worked with some people out in Maryland, most notably Max Dollars, producer Max Dollars, one of the homies right there. Joe Brogan said, JR out here behaving like a straight crackhead. Gas money, ha, ha, ha. Who's good homeboy, be more? Max Dollars. Nah, I'm an executive producer. I'm a content creator. My overall goal is to have a record label. No, Max Dollars worked with A Mafia. Max Dollars worked with ARAB. Max Dollars actually was doing some work with Dark Low. RIP to King Von. Jarrell Madison, appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, it's a very unfortunate situation with King Von right now. Rob Dalla asked, what CT artist do I like? Oh, dope CT artists. You got Brillo, who's actually rocking with Rough Riders. You got Snopra from Connecticut as well, who's actually rocking with a record label. I believe she's with Island Music. Also, who else? Chris Webby from Connecticut. My partner Ryan B. Heasy from Connecticut. You got paid for a feature. He wanted a little back. Pele Square. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Also, Anoid from Connecticut. Yeah, Starbucks from Connecticut. He's rocking with OBH. There's a lot of different Connecticut talent out there. Oh, SNF, Griselda. Is he rocking with my homie Sal? I think Sal had put me on to him. Yeah, you guys, we're on this live. We're gonna let this live rock tonight, man, because we're on here and we're in memory of King Von. You know what I mean? King Von, an artist who, guys, everybody in the chat, you got to admit, King Von came and he took the scene. He took the scene to a certain degree. You know what I mean? He came and he made Little Durk proud. He made Little Durk proud to have started OTF Records. You know what I mean? What's up with Nuff Said 215 interview? That man can spit. Never heard of him, man. Joe Gambino. Maybe you could hit my DM on Instagram, Mikey T _ the movie star, and show me a couple clips. Chris Webby, one and done. Yeah, Chris Webby's fire. Every single year, Chris Webby actually does a show in Connecticut. Obviously, it's not going to happen this year. Hopefully, he'll do something. But for a decade plus, I want to say, Chris Webby had been doing a show at Toad's Place on Thanksgiving. CJ Rodriguez, Mikey T, what's the new strain? Do-si do is a thing of the past. Put me on game. Well, right now I'm actually on Tyson Farm grown Jungle Boys collaboration. Block Boy, Jungle Boys, and a Block Boy collaboration grown at the Tyson Farm. Yeah, I'm on some stuff that was grown at the Tyson Farm this week, you guys. Chris Debbie, a.k.a. Chris Webby. He just retracted the comment. That's a real Chris Webby fan right there. You can tell. Yeah, CJ, what you smoking on though, man? Higher Power said, "Hey, Mikey T, couldn't see this coming though." You're right. You're 100% right. I couldn't see it coming. You know what I mean? I was just so happy about the fact that King Von came out and sold that many records, you guys. Like, I was so happy that King Von came out and sold all those records for Welcome to O Block. You know what I mean? And then I heard the other news that he was actually putting aside some of his past issues with rappers like NBA YoungBoy. You know what I mean? He was like putting these issues to the side. It showed me that he was ready to be grown. He was ready to realize that the music industry was going to work for him. Where did I get that strain? My boy actually has it here in Connecticut. Life's a sing along. Respect to you, Report Card Radio. I just want to say, coming from Savannah, GA, we're not honoring. Oh, King Von was a great rapper. That's 100% facts. King Von was a great rapper. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna try to get myself a hard copy of the Welcome to O Block album. I'm gonna go check out a couple stores to see if I can actually get my hands on a hard copy album of that. It would be dope to have his album. I remember I had actually bought Young Buck's album, Straight Out of Cashville, his album, his first one. Yep. The wrestling talk. And then Griselda pops up with the wrestling talk. Yeah. Yeah. Like a lot of people were actually scared to show their affiliation with wrestling. And then Conway and Westside Gunn came in as Hall and Nash. You know what I mean? Hall and Nash, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Yeah, Jarrell, I seen a couple videos. Like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I actually saw a video that was kind of grainy of the whole thing. You know what I mean? Where it looked like the people were, it was a 3-minute video and it just looked like they were talking for a while. But then I actually saw the up close footage when they were actually walking out of the club and it looked like a fight really just broke out. Yeah, I went and I watched the footage. All right, Focus, hit my DM on Instagram. Big Junior interview Young Buck. We need more funny stories. Yeah, all right. Well, stay tuned because I'm actually going to be putting out the rest of my interview with Cassidy this week. I'm actually going to be putting out the next piece of the I-20 and the Sen City interviews, and also I'm going to be locking back in with Kid Kid. That's right, you guys. I'm going to be locking back in with Kid Kid for another exclusive interview. He was pretty happy, it seems, about how our interview turned out, and I was happy with it as well. You know what I mean? We got like a 40-minute interview, pretty classic joint right there. Oh, well, Focus. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Excuse me. Oh my God. A good classic Buck was so Higher Power. Yeah, Higher Power. You're kind of like a little bit late. I actually had read a report about King Von a little bit earlier. Let me jump on one more report though, just for everybody new that's tuning in. So this is from USA Today, you guys. I'm going to read this report from USA Today. A Savannah man has been charged in the fatal shooting of Chicago rapper King Von in Atlanta on Friday morning. Wow. So right within that first sentence, we get a little bit more news. We get a little bit more news because the guy who's being charged with King Von's unfortunate death is actually from Georgia. So we got a Chicago rapper, Illinois, and now we got Savannah, Georgia. Like these places are so far away from each other. Like, why? Why would these two have ever even met? Timothy Leaks, 22, Vaughn is 26, was charged with murder after the Atlanta Police Department secured warrants on Saturday. Police confirmed to USA Today. King Vaughn, 26, whose real name is Devon Bennett, was shot around 3:20 a.m. Friday during an argument between two groups of men that escalated to gunfire, according to a statement provided by Officer Steve Avery with the Atlanta Police. My actual IG is Mikey T _ the movie star. Everybody in here who wants to follow me, you guys can follow me at Mikey T _ the movie star. I'm going to put it up in the chat real quick so y'all can see it. Everybody who follows me based on this video, I'm going to follow you guys right back. Let me get back to the report, though. Yeah, Prolific. He was 22. He was 22. Vaughn's 26. The incident took place outside Monaco Hookah Lounge, where two off-duty officers who were in uniform and working an extra job at the lounge, along with an off-duty officer who was patrolling nearby, confronted the arguing groups. Shots were fired, police said. Look at this situation, you guys. Look at this situation. You had two groups out there arguing. Then you had some police roll up on them. There's people there who have weapons on them. There's people there who maybe have warrants. So, and they're with a celebrity rapper, and their first instinct is to fire. Why? Because their life could be in jeopardy. They don't give a damn about King Von in this situation. Three of the persons shot in the incident have died as a result of their wounds, and three others are being treated in area hospitals. The officers were not injured, according to the police. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation and Atlanta Police homicide investigators are investigating in an attempt to determine which individuals were struck by gunfire from the suspects and whether any were struck by gunfire from the officers, police said. Leaks graduated from Jenkins High School in 2016 and also played varsity football for the school. Okay, all right. I do not have TikTok. Right, exactly. I didn't want to say it, but the only reason they met is because of Vaughn's celebrity. You know what I mean? So let me get back into this. In August, the Savannah Police Department charged Leaks with attempt or conspiracy to violate Georgia Controlled Substance Act, theft by receiving stolen property, and obstruction after an investigation led to the police to seize guns, more than 15 pounds of marijuana, and nearly $16,000 in cash. He was one of 5 arrested in the investigation. King Von was an upcoming rapper from the city of Chicago who released his first debut studio album, Welcome to O-Block, on October 30th. He was signed to the other famous Chicago rappers, Lil Durk's OTF label, Only the Family Entertainment. Wow. So actually, that just broke down a lot more news of the whole situation right there. It showed you who this guy Timothy Leaks is, and it showed you who King Von is. You know what I mean? And we were just talking about it a second ago. These two should have never met. King Von, an aspiring superstar, you know what I mean? Much further than an aspiring rapper. An aspiring superstar should have never been in the same situation as this guy who just earlier this year had been charged with 15 pounds. He got found 16,000 in cash, which is a good afternoon for King Von. And then he got hit with the Controlled Substances Act in Georgia. You know what I mean? It's a terrible situation. It's a terrible situation that has happened here, you guys. But all right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to get out of here for the night, though. Everybody in the chat, I would appreciate it if anybody would donate to the channel. If anybody wants to send a donation to the channel, Cash App is the best way. Cash App, Mikey T Movie. If you want to send a donation to the channel, I would appreciate anybody that sends a donation in. It doesn't matter however small, however large. Anything will go to helping this channel keep the momentum that we have, and also extending and expanding on that momentum, expanding on the growth of what this channel is, you guys. It's Cash App Mikey T Movie. Cash App Mikey T Movie if you want to donate to the channel. Like I said, it just goes to the further development of this channel and the growth of this channel. I appreciate everybody tapping in tonight, though. Y'all is real. Y'all is real. Ooey Magazine. Tap in with them if you want to get a free digital magazine tonight as well. Everybody that's watching this, that DMs Ooey Magazine. That's right. Everybody that DMs Ooey Magazine your email, follow and DM Ooey Magazine. You're going to get a free digital copy. You're going to get a free digital copy of Ooey Magazine. Oh, don't worry, Ososa. That's all cool, man. We don't need unloyal followers up in here. Now is the perfect time for the BDs and GDs to truce in Chicago. Eggy Egg was popping. Pele Square. Von met up with another internet gangster. Do it now, everyone. Follow Ooey Magazine on Instagram. DM them your email, and you're going to get a free copy of the digital magazine. Janetti, appreciate you, man, for tapping in. Appreciate everybody else for tapping in, man. Y'all is the best, man. I appreciate everybody watching this right now.